Alright, it is time to finally rebuild my favorite team on NBA 2K24. Yes, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks today. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? I am very excited about this rebuild to see how the Knicks play out. I have yet to control them at all in this new game, and 2K24 has been out for just a little bit over a month now, but the Knicks ended up making round 2 last year, losing in 6 to the Miami Heat, a team that went on to play in the NBA Finals. They had a massive round 1 victory as the underdog since they were the 5th seed, beating the 4th seeded Cavaliers in 5 games. They gentlemen swept them. It was behind Jalen Brunson, who was by far and away their best player. It's one of their best free agency signings in franchise history. He was so good for the Knicks last season. Julius Randle was on All-NBA third team. RJ Barrett is going to be entering his 5th year in the NBA, which is just kind of crazy to say. Mitchell Robinson played very well against the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1, going up against Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, and kind of dominated both of them. They got Josh Hart, who's going to be under a new contract extension, one of the better role players in the NBA. He was also part of Team USA in the FIBA World Cup this past summer. Emmanuel Quickley is going into his final year on his rookie deal. Still no extension with him yet. And a lot of people think he will break out this season, as well as people think Quentin Grimes can break out as well this year. He was very good for the Knicks last year, plus 3-point percentage shooter and a good defender. A nice 3-and-D projected player. You got Isaiah Hartenstein, who I think is a fine backup big. And they gave Dante DiVincenzo their mid-level exception, which I'm pretty happy for. DiVincenzo can shoot a little bit, pass, defend, doesn't really need the ball in his hands to be an impactful player. So I'm excited about him on this team. Also, shout out to Miles McBride and what he did defensively in the playoffs this last season. So I do think that the Knicks got better this offseason. They traded away Obi Toppin to the Indiana Pacers for a future second-round pick. But I don't think that the Knicks addressed their main weakness that happened to show out in the playoffs when Jalen Brunson didn't have the ball in his hands. Even though he did average 30-plus against the Miami Heat in that round 2 matchup, they didn't really have the number 2 that could shot create and take a little bit of the load off of Brunson in those games. Julius Randle struggled, RJ Barrett struggled, and all these guys after are kind of either role players or can't create their own shot or really aren't there yet, specifically like for Emmanuel Quickley's purpose. So if the Knicks targeted somebody like Zach LaVine or DeMar DeRozan this offseason, that definitely would have filled that need, but is that where they're going as a team? I don't really think so. So I'm excited to see how this team is going to look like today. Julius Randle has 2 years left on his contract. You guys have been here pretty much since Randle's been a Knick, on this channel. You know I've had a very love-hate relationship with him. More hate than love, but he was apparently hurt last year. We'll see how he's going to be, hopefully fully healthy for the 2024 season. He's making $28 then $30 million, then a $32 million player option in 26. RJ Barrett's under contract for the next 4 years. Brunson, one of the better contracts in the league, 2 years, $50 million. Then a player option you will obviously opt out of. We still have Evan Fournier's tradable contract, so if there's something we want to add, I thought maybe the Knicks would do a protected first-round pick in Fournier for Buddy Hield, but do they really need another wing if they're playing Barrett, Quickley, Grimes, Hart, and DiVincenzo? So yeah, a lot of these guys are under contract. Just the big one is Emmanuel Quickley, who will be a restricted free agent at the end of the year, and Isaiah Hartenstein will be an unrestricted free agent then as well. All right, so this is what the 9-man rotation is going to look like to start the season. Brunson and Barrett in the backcourt, Josh Hart at the 3, Julius Randle at the 4, Mitchell Robinson at the 5. All 6 of these guys in our top 6 were named in the ESPN Top 100, which is a nice sign to see. Quentin Grimes was actually one of the odd man out as well. He was on the bubble. Him, Hartenstein, I already mentioned Quickley, and DiVincenzo will be off the bench. We do have Jericho Sims, who could be the 3rd big man in case an injury happens. So I do think the one big thing that could happen this year is an Evan Fournier trade. We are 3-star defense under Tom Thibodeau, who I'm not sure if he's going to be the head coach by the end of the video, but we start off the season with a bang, beating the Boston Celtics at home, 128-120. RJ Barrett had 30 points. That's great to see. Randle had 31, 13, and 6. Hell yeah. Brunson fouled out in 19 minutes. Okay, 2K, and also shot the ball horribly. Then we end up losing to Atlanta on the road, unfortunately. Julius Randle's off to a great start this year. Wish I could say the same about Brunson. And then we end up losing to the Pelicans. That hurts. Going up against the team we knocked out in the playoffs, the Cleveland Cavaliers, we have back-to-back games against them, and we win both of them. The first one, we ended up winning by 21 points. Barrett and Brunson were at the top. Randle had a double-double. Mitchell Robinson had 11 rebounds as well. Grimes hit 4 threes, so did Quickley, and then we ended up beating them by 19 with the Randle, who's off to a phenomenal start, at least box score numbers. The efficiency could be a little bit better this season. Jalen Brunson has been playing better over the last few games, and RJ Barrett is off to a great start as well. We end up beating the Bucks. Okay, Jalen Brunson with 27 and 10, probably his best game of the season so far. Emmanuel Quickley at 18, 4, and 7. He's shooting 44% from 3. Yeah, I gotta bring him back no matter what. Unfortunately, we just lost the 2 Western Conference teams, lost by 9 to the Clippers. 29 from Randle, 28 from Brunson, 23 from Barrett, but we could not get the job done. And then we lost to the Spurs, who are 5-3 right now, but I just feel like we should be able to beat them. So I'm going to look to use an auto-generated draft class this year just to see what some of these guys can be. Let me know in the comments, like right now, do you prefer auto-generated? Do you prefer just a real draft class? It's weird sometimes with like the names being off too, because that's not on the roster creators or the draft class creators. That's on 2K. But we also don't know much about these college prospects or just these next age of prospects for the 2024 draft yet. So if you prefer to see that once the season starts up for the collegiate season and we're watching international ball and the G League Ignite and the overtime elite league and all of them, we were 10 and 12 at the moment. I'm not happy with that at all, but I wanted to see this game where we dropped 154. Wow. We've also been very lucky injury-wise this season as well. Damn, Jalen Brunson's averaging just 19.8 points. Like, we do have 6 guys in double figures. All right, so it is January 17th. We have been, once again, lucky with injuries right now. We are a few games above 500 right now at 21 and 19. I mean, like, yeah, we're still in the pack of the teams I think we'd be around, like Cleveland, Atlanta, and us at the moment. Miami's 26 and 14. I don't know if they're going to be that good throughout the regular season, but obviously they can turn it up a notch in the playoffs. It looks like James Harden is currently hurt for the Philadelphia 76ers, but they are still the 1 seed there in the Eastern Conference. Damn, Anthony Edwards got a major injury. That sucks to see because he was off to a great start this season. Taking a look at the award races, we will not have somebody there for MVP, but you do have Trae Young, who's averaging 32 and 10 and almost a 50-40-90 split. That is wild. Like, that is absurd. That's one of the greatest seasons of all time offensively. Mitchell Robinson, number 5 in Depoy. Love to see that on a great contract as well. And then that hurts to see Obi Toppin there. Number 4 in the most improved ladder. All right, so it is the night of the All-Star Draft, and we've been playing much better as of late, which is great to see. Julius Randle is our lone All-Star this year. Nope, I lied. Jalen Brunson also is there as well. It's crazy he wasn't an All-Star last year, but I believe Randle was, and Brunson's now averaging 23 points, 5.7 assists, which has gone down, and the efficiency has actually kind of technically gone up. Field goal percentage is up, 3-point percentage is notably down, almost 7% down, and then free throw percentage is also down. But a good season from Jalen Brunson, and Julius Randle is averaging 21, 9, almost 5 assists a night, but god damn, he should not be an all-star. Look how bad that efficiency is. 40 from the field, below average. 29 from 3, below average. 77 from the line. I don't think that's even at average. Ugh. All right. Well, we are currently 10 games above 500, so at least we're winning games. So we're approaching the trade deadline. I'll see what I could do with Evan Fournier. I don't really know if I'm going to add anybody to this rotation at the deadline because, like, I don't know. He's making a decent amount of money, $18 million. So, like, yeah, a team like Dallas would probably be interested in him, or maybe a team like Indiana that could use some shooting, or like in Orlando. And you could have like a reunion there. But I don't know. You got to match the $18 million that he's currently getting paid. $18.8 million. I'm surprised he would resign. I know he's like verbally and I think publicly requested a trade, basically. We all know now. And am I going to play that player I'm going to get back? Like, yeah, a player like Robert Covington could help this team defensively. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. That is actually an interesting trade partner, but like, I don't want Nick Batum at all. Like, we could do a swap for Joe Harris, but am I really going to use Joe Harris? Not really. This one would make sense. Duncan Robinson, he's on Brooklyn because he's under contract at least for the next few years, but it's a decent amount more, and I don't really want to pay that. So I think I'm just better off holding on to Fournier and not really trading for anything, which kind of stinks. They should have made a deal in the offseason. I don't think really anybody wanted him. So I think if a team becomes desperate for shooting, maybe it's the Clippers, maybe it's Dallas or somebody like that at the deadline, or Cleveland or Atlanta. Yeah, maybe they'll make a move for Evan Fournier, but I think right now it's going to be tough to move him. And yeah, so we're going to probably just go through the deadline, and we did without him. What a game from Josh Hart here. 13 rebounds and 7 assists. He's having a great year. That's what we're paying him for. Just do a little bit of everything at a good level and just kind of know your role. So yeah, Emmanuel Quickly is kind of balling in his walk year for sure. He's going to get a decent amount of money from me. RJ Barrett is a strained left MCL. He's able to play through it. That's tough, though. Oh, and that is a brutal injury at the end of the year. Quentin Grimes, broken vertebrae. It says he's going to be out for the season. His field goal percentage wasn't great, but good 3-point percentage shooter, good free throw shooter. We know he plays solid defense. Yeah, that hurts a lot. All right, so it's going to be a 9-man rotation, and we're basically just throwing in Miles McBride now, who can provide us just as good as defense as Quentin Grimes, but definitely not as good of a scorer. Oh, and then Dante DiVincenzo here in the final week of the season, right arm hairline fracture. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. So I guess we could have like made a move for somebody that's an upgrade over Fournier, but I didn't really know these injuries are going to happen. So yeah, Evan Fournier will be playing for us in the playoffs. So we do finish the season above 500. John Morant wins MVP with the suspension. Taylor Horton-Tucker wins 6th Man of the Year. Shout out to THT. Shea, Clutch Player of the Year, and Nick Nurse, first year in Philly, Coach of the Year. We didn't get any Knicks on the All-NBA teams, unfortunately. It'd be cool if Mitchell Robinson was on an all-defensive team, but unfortunately he is not, and no rookies as well. So we finished the season as the 5th seed for the 2nd straight season, and we're going up against Boston in round 1. It's a revenge series against Kristaps. Like, why Boston, man? They're going to smoke me. I don't know if they'll smoke me, but I definitely think Boston is the better team here in this series. We are going to be without two good wings off the bench. I mean, DiVincenzo wouldn't come back to like the NBA Finals, and Quentin Grimes is done, unfortunately. So let's construct this rotation for the playoffs. I think McBride's going to get like 10 minutes. I think Fournier at 10 is fine. Maybe Hartenstein can get like 18. We'll do 30 to Quickly, 30 to Robinson. I would like to go 40 to Brunson. I mean, RJ Barrett was pretty good for us this season, so he might get 35. Randall's efficiency still wasn't great. I think I might just do 32 to Josh Hart, and I think I'd rather just put Josh Hart at the 3, RJ Barrett at the 2. So, game 1 against Boston, we ended up losing by 9 points at the less famous Garden, the TD Garden. Randall, I mean, not even really like a great game. Brunson was okay, but he fouled out in 26 minutes. Mitchell Robinson actually was really good for us, but Jaylen Brown had 46. Game number 2 goes to the Boston Celtics. They end up winning by 15. So double-digit victories for well, no, I lied. 9 in game 1, 15 in game number 2. Brunson, 0 fouls here. Shot the ball well from the field, not well from 3. Randall had a triple-double. Quickly, Barrett and Mitch Robb all shot the ball well also. Same with Josh Hart, but an L is an L. Game 3, all right, there we go. We win by 17 at home. That's what I'm talking about. What a defensive first quarter, holding them to just 9 points. And Randall at 35 and 14, a very good game from him here. Jaylen Brown at 27, Kristaps at 23. Game number 4 goes to the Boston Celtics. They end up beating us by 24 points. Ugh. Quickly shot 1 for 6. He had 11 free throws. Brunson and Barrett combined 8 for 28, man. Really? All right, well, are we about to get gentlemen swept? No, we stay alive, eh? We win by 7 on the road. That's a nice win from us. That is. All right, what are the odds we could force a game 7? I would be a fan of that. Can we win at home at MSG? Go back to TD Garden with definitely the momentum after winning 2 in a row. If we win this one, it looks like we will win this one as well because we're not going to choke it in the 4th. We win by 24. Hell yeah. Julius Randle, what a game. RJ had 19. Brunson struggled. I don't know. Brunson's been kind of S for us in the playoffs, which just sucks to see. Hart with 11 rebounds and 3 steals. Hell yeah. Damn, shout out to Chicago making it to round 2. You got Golden State and Memphis already making it. I saw the Lakers made it as well. So here we go. Game 7 in year 1 in Boston. Let's do this. Good first quarter. Good first half. I will take that. We have a lead. I'll take any type of lead. Just the third quarters could get out of control, and yeah, it got out of hand there. We're currently down by 2 points. Are we going to win this one? We're down by 10. We did not show up. Oh my god, down by 12, and we ended up losing by 6. Damn it. All right, well, that sucks. I thought we were in the driver's seat for most of this game. Brunson didn't hit a 3. Wow, he sucked. He was so good in the 2023 playoffs. Sucked here in 2024. RJ, I mean, he was not like anything too special. Randall was probably our best player. Josh Hart averaged 8 rebounds. Shout out to him. Mitchell Robinson had 16 rebounds and 5 blocks, but an L is an L. I don't know if we would have beat them with Quentin Grimes and Dante DiVincenzo. Donovan Mitchell is my camera cut out there. So this will be a nice test to see who's like the better of the 2 shooting guards. And Donovan Mitchell gets the upper hand here as the Cavs win in 6, and Mitchell gets the Finals MVP award. All right, so the Orlando Magic land the number 1 overall pick. Pacers at 2, Timberwolves at 3. They were bad because Anthony Edwards did get hurt. We do own our first round pick this year. It's at 21. We also get Detroit's lottery protected pick there at 15 since they did make the playoffs. Thank you, Cade. We're going to keep Tibbs from now, but yeah, Tibbs is yet to make it out of round 2 with this Knicks team. Now, this was year 4 with them. So if we did have a possible disappointing end to the 2025 season, that could be it for Tom Thibodeau, but we'll see. And just taking a look here at the mock drafts, Allen Hickson out of Loyola could be the potential number 1 pick going to Orlando. Jermaine O'Neal's his ceiling, but would they want another forward? They have Franz and they have Paolo. So I would look at Darnell Gooden. Yeah, center with the ceiling of Akeem Olajuwon, a floor Pau Gasol. What? That could be an upgrade over Wendell Carter Jr. long term. Ronnie Baxter, 2 former Knicks big men as the ceiling and floor there. Douglas Guerrero. So some centers there at the top. Top point guard looks like it's Harvey Chapman. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to draft 2 rookies. I feel like that might be unnecessary. I wonder where Damon Richardson's going to go. 69 overall. We also, whoa, I missed it. We had 18 via Dallas. That's the Kristaps Porzingis trade. We also have 38 and 39. So I would like to probably package some of those picks. And we also, do we have any future picks? No, that's it right now. So the number 1 selection is Jolf Sundin out of Sweden. Okay, he's a small forward. Well, I'd even mention him. All right, if you wanted to take a small forward number 1, but you have Franz Wagner. Don't really get that. Allen Hickson goes number 2. Maybe Obi Toppin isn't going to be brought back there. 3, Minnesota takes Drew Ramsey out of Michigan State, I mean, they need a point guard. I guess, yeah, you wouldn't want to take that big. Who's going to take Gooden? It's got to be the Wizards, right? No, they are trading the pick and Daniel Gafford for De'Aaron Fox. Okay. De'Aaron Fox, Jordan Poole backcourt. I don't know. Yeah, they take Trevor Cole out of the G League Ignite. I mean, he looks pretty good, but I don't really agree with that if I were Sacramento. The Rockets here, are they trading the pick? No, they're taking Andor Serb out of Hungary. And then there goes Darnell Gooden to the Charlotte Hornets. That's a nice selection. Finally, they do something right. Kings, who traded away De'Aaron Fox, end up with Donovan Webb III out of South Carolina. And then the Thunder take Ronnie Baxter out of Purdue with their next pick. All right, I want to see if the Pelicans would do this trade with me. I'm going to be getting their pick that's up right now, 9. I would give them 18, 21, 38, and 39. And they say no to that. I'm sure they would want 15 instead. So instead of giving up 18, I'll give you 15. Wait, what pick is this? I would give you, 15 and 21. And I would keep 18 there. Let's see if they would do this. Nope, they don't want to do that. I don't know if I want to give up 3 first-round picks just to move up 6 spots, right? All right, so maybe I'll do that with the Spurs, who are at number 10, and they could be looking to add more rookies. They take Douglas Guerrero. All right, I probably would have taken him. All right, let's see if the Spurs will do this for number 10. I would give them 18, 21, 38, and 39. And they do agree to that. Okay, cool. And I'm going to go with Matt Booker, the shooting guard here with this selection. I was looking at Seth Clark, but if he's there with my next pick, I would do that. So we get Matt Booker out of Alabama. Another guard. I know it's a decent amount, but hey, we can now use some more wing depth. If we see injuries happen like a Quentin Grimes or Dante DiVincenzo again, we could be locked and loaded. Thunder are trading their second first-round pick here. 12 and a future Sixers pick for Terry Rozier and Harrison Barnes. That was with the Hornets, so maybe there was a Barnes-Gordon Hayward swap at one point. There goes Damon Richardson. He ends up falling close to the end of the lottery. Spurs select Tyler Webb. Was that the guy I was going to take? Oh, it might have been. I don't remember if that was the guy I was looking at that I just said. Oh, no, I was also looking at Seth Clark, but Webb did look good. Rodney Berry looks all right, but I'm going to go with Seth Clark here with my next pick. He is a power forward, and we can use some more power forward depth for sure. He's out of Illinois State. And yeah, Booker and Seth Clark, we are going to both sign there. Jericho Sims, $2 million team option. I think I'm going to pick that up, and obviously we're going to decline that team option on Evan Fournier. Miles McBride and Emmanuel Quigley will both get the qualifying offers. Nathan Knight and Dylan Windler will not. So yeah, we're going to renounce the rights on a bunch of these guys. Basically everybody but McBride, Hartenstein, or Quigley. And I would like to bring back Hartenstein on a 2-year deal worth about $7 million. And I'm going to throw a team option on it next year, and we were able to bring him back on that. All right, let's lock up Emmanuel Quigley. 5 years, $100 million. Guaranteed, and he will accept that. Welcome back, Emmanuel Quigley. We just paid him. And then I'm going to look to lock up Miles McBride on a 3-year deal as well. I don't think he's going to get any of the offers. So yeah, it's around $6 million a year. Then it goes down. I front loaded it, and then a team option. So it's very team friendly, and I think that's a decent amount for him getting paid for sure. So OG Anunoby's still on the market. Yeah, he'd be such a good fit here under Tibbs' defensive system. Anybody switch teams? Yes, James Harden goes to Toronto. Drew Holiday says, I don't want to be in Boston. I'm going to Utah. All right. And the Raptors were able to sign Harden and still bring back Pascal Siakam. So that's pretty huge for them. Tobias Harris went to Memphis. Jaden McDaniels went to Detroit. That's a huge pickup for them. So taking a look here at play progression, Julius Randle goes up in overall. RJ Barrett up to an 85. Brunson, though, I mean, his grades went up. Some of his intangibles, physicals went down, but his overall did not go up. Anybody regressed? Nope, but we saw a little bit of progression, which is nice to see. All right, so it's going to be the 9-man rotation we had last year to start off the season, but then we will have maybe McBride as the first guy in. I may start off sending Seth Clark to the G League. Matt Booker, I don't think I'm going to send to the G League right now, but yeah, Clark is going to go there. I think McBride or Booker could be the first guy in if an injury does occur. We're 3.5-star defense under Tom Thibodeau. We start off the season on the road in Cleveland, and we ended up losing by 4 in this game. Randall had 24. Brunson had 25 assists, 5 turnovers, though. Only took 13 shots. Yeah, I don't know if there's just not enough mouths to feed here. Like, will Brunson be able to ball out? There goes DiVincenzo down to start the season. He's been a little bit injury prone on this team so far in this video. All right, so let's see what Matt Booker can do. I'm going to give him some minutes over Miles McBride. We ended up beating the Sixers by 10. This is a team that no longer has James Harden. RJ had a great game, but then we ended up losing by 6 to the OKC Thunder. Quentin Grimes had a nice 23-point performance. Then we get 3 days off, and then a home game against the Sixers, in which we win again by 28 points. Very nice. Home game here against the Lakers. I believe LeBron retired, or am I tripping? No, LeBron didn't retire. But we ended up winning by 16 at home. I'm sure the cheapest ticket to that game was like $20,000. And then we beat the Wizards by 21. Very nice. Jalen Brunson had 25 points here, 6 for 6 from the line. Only played in 30 minutes. I guess because it's just we have a bunch of guards off the bench, so they got to stagger the minutes somehow. Damn, Matt Booker was really good when Donte DiVincenzo was hurt. 41% from 3, 9 points in 16 minutes. That's good stuff, man. Oof, that is a major injury. Julius Randle pulls his right calf muscle. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. All right, Seth Clark, let's see what you can do. You're not going to start. We are going to start Isaiah Hartenstein at the 4, and Clark is going to get some minutes off the bench. So we'll see what he can do. We just lost to the Nets 156-151. Damn, that is a shootout. It's unfortunate when you lose those. Josh Hart had a triple-double in that game. Damn, DiVincenzo got hurt again. He's been so injury-prone so far. All right, so Julius Randle is back, and so is Donte DiVincenzo. How did Seth Clark look? I mean, didn't really shoot the ball well at all. All right, so through the team's first 40 games-ish, we are 23-18 right now. So pretty similar to what we were doing last year. And then we really caught fire going into the All-Star draft and the trade deadline. We are the 4 seed right now, so I will definitely take that. Jalen Brunson has been our leading scorer, followed by Julius Randle and then RJ Barrett. I feel like we'd have to be one of the higher scoring teams in the league. Just I feel like we have a bunch of guys in double figures. I could be completely wrong now. So no, we're not a top 10 offensive team. We are actually number 13. We are a top 10 defensive team now. All right, so the All-Star draft just concluded. You had Jokic versus Giannis. Wemby made his first All-Star game. Noticing no Knicks this year. Yeah, we had 2 All-Stars last year, no Knicks this year. De'Aaron Fox, All-Star in Washington. And yeah, we've been playing better as of late going into the All-Star draft. Basically what happened last year. And we are 30-20 here heading into the trade deadline. Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna re-sign Julius Randle. I feel like it will be tough to let him walk. But at the end of the day, we're New York. We're a big market to sign somebody. But then again, like the Knicks haven't really signed anybody over the last decade. I guess it's really just been Jalen Brunson and re-signing Melo. So we're going to see what this team, like with its core one last time, can do going into the playoffs. Hopefully we stay relatively healthy. And if you're going to get hurt for like 4 weeks, please get hurt right now. Don't wait till April. All right, we are 12 games above 500 here at the start of March. We're killing it right now. Great profit too, if you care about that. 113 million in the green. All right, we're staying somewhat healthy. Quickly had a minor injury. He just got back. Are we going to get 50 wins? Come on, beat Boston the end of the year. Let's go. We end the season 50-32, and everybody is healthy right now. Darnell Gooden, the guy we talked about before, he was the 6th overall pick. Thought about trading up for him. He ended up being the rookie of the year for Charlotte. So yeah, shout out to Charlotte actually making good decisions. 6th man of the year goes to Amen Thompson. Giannis gets Depoy. Most improved, James Wiseman in Washington. Yeah, they traded away Gafford and their pick for Fox, and now they got him and Wiseman running the show there. Okay, you got Garland, Clutch Player of the Year, Biggerstaff Coach of the Year. Giannis might be hurt for the playoffs, like the whole playoffs entirely. That's a shame. He's on All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, notables, I guess, LeBron at age freaking 40. That is wild. Donovan Mitchell, Lillard, Tatum, Wembanyama, and Trae Young on All-NBA third team. No New York Knicks in sight, unfortunately. Who was the number 1 overall pick? It was Drew Ramsey. No, he was 3rd. He was pretty inefficient this year. Trevor Cole, project player, 4th overall. He was pretty bad this year. Jacob Swift was pick 42. Shout out to him. Alan Hickson, he was the number 1 pick, right? No, he was number 2. He was all right. Oh, no, it was this Yolf Sandin guy, right? Yeah, number 1 overall pick. Doesn't look great, Orlando. So we are up from the seeds last year. We are now the 3 seed going up against James Harden, Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, and the Toronto Raptors. They got Jalen McDaniels, Christian Coloco still. They got Karis LeVert in that backcourt with James Harden. Here were the scoring allocation. Randall just slightly beat out Jalen Brunson, but did also end up playing 4 more minutes. Really because we have no other power forwards that are really playing. We have so many guards that needed minutes. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson getting 2.3 blocks. Shot the ball 67% from the field. Quentin Grimes was much more efficient this year. He's going to be due for an extension if I want to give him one. I don't know though. Like Matt Booker was good, but we'll see what we're doing because who knows? Randall might not even be on this team next year. All right, so let's see what this team can do here in the playoffs going up against Toronto as the 3 seed. We lost game 1 by 24. I like Tibbs, man, but this would be grounds for being fired. Just 3 seeds below you if you do lose again. But hey, we win game 2 by 13 points behind Jalen Brunson's 35. Game number 3 goes to the New York Knicks by 10 points. That's what I'm talking about. 37-12. 3 steals as well for Julius Randle. Game 4 goes to the Raptors. Ugh, they blew us out. And then here goes game 5. We win. Let's go by 17 points. Randall, Barrett, and Brunson all scored 20 or more. And then winner's going to take on the 7-seeded Hornets. All right, would you look at that? Are we going to another game 7 in round 1? No, we're not. Let's go. We get a series win in 6 games. And in game 6, Randall and Barrett combined for 48. Mitchell Robinson had 21 and 13. He didn't miss a single shot. And yeah, we're taking on the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball. They got Dinwiddie in that backcourt. Shout out to Brandon Miller. Oh my God. He's killing it this past year and in the playoffs. Dinwiddie also was great in round 1. Wow, they really kind of dominated the Hawks. Darnell Gooden is in the front court at the power forward spot with Gobert. They have Jordan Hawkins, Taylor Maladon, Kai Jones still. 2K hasn't really updated that, his release. So you got Cleveland, Orlando, with the number 1 overall pick. Pelicans, Blazers, and then Nuggets, Rockets. Let's see what happens here. Game 1 goes to the New York Knicks by 1 point in a shootout, 138-137. Man, Randall's just showing me why I should maybe bring him back. I don't know, man. He has some really good games, but he also has some really bad ones. Game 2 goes to the Hornets. They won by 17. Yeah, I mean, he shot 6 for 15, 1 for 7 here. Brandon Miller had 35 against us, and then we go down 2-1. Oh, Brandon Miller. He's turning into a star, man. 39 points. Josh Hart had 18, 13, and 5. Game number 4, we stay alive. We win 112-106. I think that's what happened last series. We were down 2-1. Quickly with 23. Randall with 20 and 13. 12 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. Game 5. Barrett's got a sore right ankle. He's going to have to play through it. And then Quentin Grimes gets food poisoning. All right, Barrett's fine. We lost game 5. Oh, boy, by 10 points. Wow, Gooden, the rookie, just dropped 34 on us. Here we go. Game 6 in Charlotte. We need to win to stay alive. We have a solid first quarter. We have a... Okay, I'll take that second quarter. But the third quarter, man, that's what killed us against Boston last year. Damn it. And the fourth quarter completely. Oh, my God. Barrett's playing fine. Brunson, dude. You're killing me. And then Randall fouled out in 18 minutes. Great. We're going to lose this game. Damn it. All right. Another early exit, or at least that I wanted. Brunson did not play well at all in this game. RJ Barrett, I think, did fine. Quickly was good. Like I said, Randall fouled out. I don't know, losing to a 7-seed sucks, and they end up getting swept by Cleveland. You have the Pelicans and Cleveland in the finals. And let's see who wins it all. It's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers for the 2nd straight season. Kyle Lowry retires and gets his jersey retired by the Raptors. We will not have any random first-round picks in this lottery. So the Hawks get the number 1 overall pick from the Herter trade, Jazz at number 2 via the Gobert trade, and then Pacers 3, Pistons 4, Spurs 5. So for the 2nd straight years, the Pacers picking in the top 5. We have pick number 24. Tibbs has 1 year left on his deal. I mean, I would like Ime Udoka, Frank Vogel, Mike Brown, if we can convince him to leave Golden State, Billy Donovan, Will Hardy. You know what? I'm going to keep Tibbs for 1 more year. Now I might be passing up on some good free agent head coaches. What are the odds Ime Udoka would take an assistant deal? Because then we could just kind of promote him next year if we wanted to. Let's go. And Ime Udoka is a defensive guy, so that's right up Tibbs' alley. All right, so we do have a later first-round pick here. The number 1 pick could be Ruben Mann out of Stanford. Jess Flores, number 2. Francis Wennington. Oh, his ceiling's LeBron James. So you're talking about the best player or a top 3 player of all time? Okay. I mean, Wennington is a 78 overall at the age of 19. Yeah, he should be the clear 1.1. Joseph Cartwright actually looks pretty good as well. So the number 1 pick was Francis Wennington to the Atlanta Hawks. So a team that was already competing, kind of with us in the East, get even better. The Jazz are trading number 2. Whoa, and Drew Holiday for Trae Young. Whoa, I wonder if Trae Young asked out. And then Tyus Jones is also going to Minnesota. So you're going to have Trae Young and Anthony Edwards. Drew Holiday is going to play with the number 1 overall pick in DeJounte Murray. And then Atlanta takes Jorge Barbosa, a point guard. I don't know if I would have done that. I would have taken that power forward. Carl Feldler out of Creighton goes next. Joseph Cartwright goes to the Pistons. This is a team that already has Jaden McDaniels as well. They've been drafting great in this video, or at least making great moves. So we are on the clock here. I'm going to take Stanley O'Neal out of UC San Diego just to get some more big man depth on the squad. Just Flores ended up going number 11. Ruben Mann, good pick by the Nets there at 13. So we had 2 second-round picks, and we took Oscar Young, who is a center or power forward. Power forward out of Indiana, and then Leo Bowman, who is a point guard. I'm actually not going to sign him. We're going to sign O'Neal and Young. Brunson, I forgot he had a player option. Duh. He opts out. Hartenstein, $7 million. I think we're going to decline it, but possibly bring him back. So yeah, Randall and Brunson both opted out. Giannis is a free agent. We're going to extend the qualifying offer to Quentin Grimes. All right, this is going to get interesting. All right, I would like to bring back Jalen Brunson. Does he have a real offer? He does not. I'm not giving him $50 million though. Damn, so if I re-sign Brunson, I don't have any other cap space to like sign anybody else. So we would lose like Randall for nothing. It's going to be a 5-year, $200 million contract. All right, so I'm going to offer Julius Randall a 3-year deal to come back. It's going to be worth around $105 million, so $35 million annually. And then I would like to maybe bring back Jericho Sims as well, just on a 2-year deal, team option share, just for some big man depth in case injuries do occur. So Brunson and Randall accept that offer. So I'm really running it back with the same coach and the same top two. I would also like to re-sign Quentin Grimes as well. And it's going to be a 4-year, $60 million contract with the last year being a team option. There we go. And I'm going to bring back Hartenstein on a 1-year offer. So he should be able to accept that. He does. Where did Giannis or any of these top guys go? Giannis, Tatum, LeBron all return. Butler, Donovan Mitchell, Mobley return. Kyrie goes to Sacramento since they no longer have De'Aaron Fox. Cade Cunningham. What? Detroit. I was just gassing you guys up and giving you so much props, and then you go out and let him walk. Why? All right, so we do see Jalen Brunson progress this year after not seeing him progress last year. RJ Barrett goes up in overall, quickly regresses. I wonder if it's because of his role. Hart doesn't stays the same, but some of his intangibles change. Same with Grimes. Hartenstein goes up. Seth Clark progresses well. So does Matt Booker, who I think is going to be in the rotation. I think Dante DiVincenzo is going to start off as a reserve. All right, so we're going to ease, I think, Seth Clark into the rotation. So it's going to be 10 minutes to Hartenstein, 6 to Clark. We're going to do 17 to Matt Booker, 17. DiVincenzo will not be in the rotation right now. Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Randall, Robinson will be the starting 5. So it is changing a little bit. And then I think I'm going to send Stanley O'Neal to the G League to start off the season. System proficiency, 4-star defense. First game of the season at home against Milwaukee. There we go. All right, Tibbs knows this could be his final year. I just would not renew his contract. Great game from RJ Barrett to start off the season. Let's beat San Antonio on the road. Okay, Jalen Brunson, right hand fracture, out 4 to 6 weeks. That means Quickly's going to start at point guard. So Quickly's first game as the point guard, it's in Orlando. We ended up losing by 3. He had 20 points in this one in 29 minutes. Road game against Atlanta, who looks so much different now. Damn. All right, not off to a great start at 1-3. All right, so we are here at the All-Star Draft. You can kind of tell it's a new day for me at this point, and we're going to see if we get any Knicks here once again, and it is Julius Randle, who makes his 4th career All-Star appearance. The field goal percentage has looked like the best it has in this video so far. 3-point percentage still around low 30s, and 73% free throw percentage, which is actually getting worse. No Jalen Brunson making the All-Star game. He only made 1 in this video. We are 30-18, 12 games above 500. Shout out to RJ Barrett breaking out this year. Oh, well, yeah, I'm dumb. Jalen Brunson got hurt. He actually just recently got back. Yeah, he's only played in 2 games this year. No shit, Matt, he didn't make the All-Star game. And Matt Booker's efficiency hasn't been all that good in year 2. So we are coming up on the trade deadline. I mean, 12 games above 500. I don't know if I'm going to make a trade or not. We don't really have any contract extensions to deal with. I mean, yeah, Dante DiVincenzo is now kind of robbing us, making that much money, and he's really not played that much. Taking a look at the award races, LaMelo Ball is leading the MVP race. Cade Cunningham, number 4 there in Brooklyn. Hey, shout out to the Hornets getting a 2nd player, and you got Brandon Miller there at number 5. Francis Wennington, maybe the next LeBron, number 1 in the Rookie of the Year conversation. Jaden Hardy, top of the 6th man. Mobley at DPOY, but shout out to Mitchell Robinson. He's been really good for us, man. 85 overall, 27 years old, averaging 11 and 10, a steal a night, 2.6 blocks. I feel like I gotta keep him around. So yeah, this might be my last go at things with Tom Thibodeau and this core. If we are not able to make it to at least the conference finals, I will be switching things up. All right, so John Morant has won MVP this season. Francis Wennington of the Atlanta Hawks, Rookie of the Year. Ahmed Thompson, 6th man. Depoy goes to Kessler. Anthony Black, Most Improved. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player of the Year. And Mark Daigneault of the Thunder, Coach of the Year. We do not get a New York Knick on the All-NBA teams. Does Mitchell Robinson get all defensive team honors? He does not. So yeah, just no award winners from the New York Knicks this season. We finished the season as the 5 seed. Brutal. We're going to be going up against Boston in round 1. They finished 1 game better than us. 50 wins as the 5th seed. That hurts because we would have been at least the 3 seed in the Western Conference. We are fully healthy, though, going into the playoffs with 3 20-plus point per game scorers, with Jalen Brunson at the top, followed by Julius Randle and then RJ Barrett. Quentin Grimes, 14 points, 41% from 3, 85 from the line. He was fantastic for us. Emmanuel Quickly, 13 points, 5 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 43% from downtown. Josh Hart had 11, 6, and 4 in his age 31 fun season. 3-point percentage kind of fell off a cliff, though, unfortunately. Mitchell Robinson had a good year. All right, so it's going to be Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Randall, Robinson for the playoffs with Quickly, Hart, and Hartenstein off the bench. It's going to be an 8-man rotation. System proficiency is 4-star defense. Are we going to be able to beat Boston? I feel like we're not, but they have Harvey Chapman as their point guard. All right, he's pretty good. Second-year guy. They have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps, Alexi Pierce, Derek White, Bojan Koloko, Slow-Mo off the bench. And we lose game 1 by 29 points. Oh, man. All right, this may be the end of it. And Mitchell Robinson might be out for the remainder of this series. That just... Oh, come on. So that means we're going to see probably Seth Clark steal those Isaiah Hartenstein minutes, and now Hartenstein's going to be in the starting 5. Hey, we won game 2 in overtime by 8 points. Brunson had 41 points, 7 assists in 45 minutes. Hell yeah, keeping the season alive. Can we go up 2-1? No, we can't. We end up dropping this one. Oh my God, we get blown out by 33 points. We got outscored by 35 there in the fourth quarter. All right, thanks a lot, guys. And we're down 3-1. We end up losing by 21. RJ Barrett dropped 26, 7 and 3. Randall with 25, 8 and 4. And are we gonna? Nope, we don't lose in 5. We win by 1 point. So we have an overtime win and a 1-point win just to stay alive. Game number 6. We don't force a game 7. Another round 1 exit for the New York Knicks. I think we got to try to figure out some type of change this offseason. So you have the OKC Thunder in the finals going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Thunder are going to win in 5, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being your finals MVP. Guess LeBron officially retires, so does Chris Paul, Brook Lopez, James Harden retires, Serge Ibaka. LeBron, Paul, and Harden are all heading to the Hall of Fame. And the lottery goes Denver Nuggets number 1, Detroit Pistons number 2, and the Orlando Magic number 3. The Knicks are going to be sitting at pick number 24. So yeah, Tibbs' contract is up. I could promote Ime Udoka. I wouldn't mind bringing Nick Nurse here, though, or Quinn Snyder. So let's see if I'm able to sign either one of them. Okay, I do get Quinn Snyder. So we're going to keep Udoka as our top assistant, and now Quinn Snyder is going to be the new Knicks head coach. So I don't think I'm going to make any trades, at least until after team player options. The number 1 overall pick is Pablo Batista out of Spain, 78 overall point guard. Looks solid on the surface. The Pistons number 2 selects Sammy Anderson, a forward out of Illinois. And 3 is Daryl Holland out of Washington State. So with my first round pick, I took Ken Holloway out of Colorado, a small forward. And in the second round, we took Dennis Bryan with the 54th overall selection. Out of 70 overall, that's not too bad. So Seth Clark, welcome back. Matt Booker, welcome back. McBride, 5.8. I may keep it. Could be useful in a trade. Oscar Young, I'm going to bring back. Jericho Sims, I'm going to let walk, though. We don't have any qualifying offers. And for free agency, I don't think we have any top of the end guys. No, I lied. Mitchell Robinson, and he wants $33 million. Oh, that's a lot of money. All right, first order of business. Let's bring back Isaiah Hartenstein on a 2-year deal. So KD goes back home. He signs with the Washington Wizards. That's pretty cool. Jalen Green signs with the Toronto Raptors. So Mitchell Robinson is going to get like $26 million from me a year for 2 years. And the third year has a team option. So Randall's starting to regress. Great. Glad he still has $70 million guaranteed on that contract. Brunson is starting to regress. I just don't know who to move and what would make sense for some other teams. All right, so we're going to go quickly into the starting 5. Brunson, Barrett, Randall, Robinson with Hart, Grimes, Booker, Clark, Hartenstein off the bench. I don't really know what to do because I don't know if I wanted to move RJ or Randall. Like, who's going to want Julius Randall at this point, right? So, I don't know. It's going to get weird throughout the season. Hopefully, Julius Randall's going to play a little bit less and his efficiency isn't that bad. Jalen Brunson looks like he's off to a phenomenal start this season, which is nice to see. All right, so we're just 6 games above 500 here at the All-Star break, or excuse me, the All-Star draft. Julius Randall somehow is still an All-Star. The efficiency looks a little bit better this year. I mean, 18, 8, and 4. Shouldn't teams want to trade for him, right? And RJ Barrett has been our leading scorer this year. Jalen Brunson's entering a little bit of regression, but still being very efficient. I just don't really know what trade to pull off. I'm definitely at a crossroads right now. Weren't we like at 115 million in profit in the beginning of the video? Well, that is definitely reversed. And Matt Booker just broke his arm, so he's going to be out for a little bit, man. He really just kind of... He swindled me there in that rookie season. He hasn't been the same since. All right, so I'm going to try to move Oscar Young here and Seth Clark, who would be under contract next year, but we'd probably have to trade him. I don't know if I'd be able to afford him. So I'm going to try to get Robert Williams, who I don't even think I would get his bird rights. It's just a really nice upgrade over Isaiah Hartenstein as the backup big. And Mitchell Robinson has had multiple injuries to him this year. So yeah, we're just trying to get some more depth. All right, so yeah, Robert Williams is definitely going to see the rotation to probably finish up the season. And then I think we can also get maybe 50 15 minutes tonight to Dante DiVincenzo. Grimes and Hart are also on the bench, and then it's pretty much been the same starting five. So let's hope that things can change with Quinn Snyder as our head coach. And Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP here in 2027. Domantas Sabonis is currently in Miami. We didn't get anybody on an all-NBA team this year. There's Drew Ramsey, who's that Timberwolves pick. Him and Anthony Edwards. That is like an elite backcourt. He was like, I think, back in the first draft in this video. So once again, we finished the season right in the middle of the pack. We are the 4 seed. Thank God we don't have to take on Boston in round 1, but it is a battle of New York. They still have Mikal Bridges, but honestly, I'm not too scared of this team by any means. Here were the stats this season. Jalen Brunson ended up as our leading scorer. Then it was RJ Barrett, Randall, Quickly, Grimes, a little bit of Matt Booker, Josh Hart, Mitch Rob DiVincenzo, and Robert Williams, who was our big trade deadline acquisition, and unfortunately, he is hurt. So for the playoffs, Brunson, Quickly, Hart are going to be the top 3, and then Randall, Robinson in the front court. I'm going to go a little bit different with Barrett off the bench, Grimes as well, Matt Booker, DiVincenzo, and Hartenstein. I may do a 10-man rotation, but things could definitely change. We end up losing game 1 by 16 points. Don't you love that? Mikal Bridges goes off for 38 against us. Game number 2, we lose. All right, well, there goes my new rotation idea. Please don't go down 3-0. Okay, there we go. We stay alive. We end up winning by 33 points. Brunson with 33 here. Randall with 24. Come on, stay alive. Game 4, there we go. We stay alive. We end up winning by 15. Randall with 30 and 11. Game number 5, Robert Williams is back and we pick up the victory. Let's go. We win by 36. RJ Barrett goes off for 30. Quickly had 25 and 5 in 20 minutes. 19 and 18 for Randall. Hell yeah. Can we win a playoff series for the first time in a little bit? Nope. We're going to a game 7. Woohoo. All right, here we go. Game 7, Knicks versus Nets. Let's do this. Come on. At the Garden. Great start. 16-point lead. We shouldn't blow that, right? All right, we're up by 22. I don't think we're going to blow a 22-point lead, and we won't be. Thank God we are advancing to the next round. I was a little nervous, but Julius Randle showed out in round 1. 28, 20, and 7. Barrett had 23 points and 5 assists. He played very well. 10 assists here for Quickly, and we're going on to take on the Miami Heat, who beat the 1-seeded Celtics for us. Let's go, but they do have Keegan Murray and Sabonis. Did they do a BAM for Murray and Sabonis trade? I'm not sure, but that would be insane. Yeah, Bam Adebayo is in Sacramento. All right, so here goes nothing. Game 1 against Miami. We pick up the victory against the 8 seed. We beat them by 4. Brunson with 37 points. Hell yeah. Game number 2 goes to New York. All right, we won by 4. Come on. We're just 2 games away from going to the conference finals. Game 3. No. Come on. We get blown out. You got to be kidding me. Brunson struggled. All right, here we go. Game number 4, and they tie it up. We were so close to just going up 3-0 or 3-1, and we dropped 2 in a row. Game 5. Don't drop 3 in a row. I hate this team. Oh, my God. We give up 159 points. Like, you got to be kidding me. Brunson, what are you doing, man? Game number 6, please. Oh, my God. I can't go to the conference finals. We're basically the 2010 Clippers. We're the Lob City Clippers. I can't get to the finals. Amen Thompson is your finals MVP as the Rockets win it all. DeRozan, Curry, Russ all retire. I don't think 2K will put DeRozan in the Hall of Fame, but definitely Russ and Curry. Oh, they did. All right, shout out to 2K for that. The Warriors end up with the number 1 overall pick, so maybe they're going to draft the next Steph Curry. Nuggets at 2, Nets at 3 via Phoenix from the KD trade, and they have number 10 via the Sixers from the James Harden trade. We're at 25. All right, so I ended up drafting Rex Sanders, a power forward out of St. Joe's, with our first-round pick and Otis Weber in the second round. The Warriors took Chip Wallace. It looks pretty good. Pick up the team options on Matt Booker and O'Neal. KD and Jimmy Butler are heading towards free agency. Kevin Durant is unrestricted. Unfortunately, I am at negative $74 million, and that's with RJ Barrett and DiVincenzo and McBride in free agency, and RJ Barrett wants $43 million. Get out of here. All right, I am going to make a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies. We're going to be sending them Julius Randle, Ken Holloway, our first-round pick last year, and our first-round pick next year, for Kevin Huerter, who I may eventually flip, but I'm getting Franz Wagner, who has been disappointing a little bit in this video, but I think I can turn his career around, and if RJ Barrett leaves us, this could be a huge addition. We're also going to plan on doing a sign and trade with RJ Barrett as well, and Triple J is no longer in Memphis, so that's why they wanted to go out and get a power forward in Julius Randle. And we're going to make this trade with the Utah Jazz. We're sending RJ Barrett to Utah as well as Kevin Huerter in a second-round pick, and we're getting Jonathan Kuminga who's been solid so far, and he just left Golden State, 24 years old. And we're getting Jaden Graham from the Jazz as well, just more depth. So yeah, we make some major moves this offseason, picking up Franz Wagner and Jonathan Kuminga, two guys from the 2021 draft class. And then I'm going to go out and sign Franz's brother, Mo Wagner. Maybe that is tampering. No, not really, because we got Franz now. So I'm going to give DiVincenzo a 2-year extension, as well as Miles McBride. Also just give me even more depth. So let's take a look here at player progression quickly. Starting to regress a little bit. Booker regresses. Hey, he's only 24. All right, so it's going to be Brunson, quickly, Franz, Kuminga, Mitch Rob starting 5 with Grimes, Booker, Hart, and Hardenstein off the bench. System proficiencies, 3.5 star pace and space. Let's hope that this team can maybe do wonders this year. Maybe Jonathan Kuminga breaks out as like the #1 true option, but we started the season 2-0, so I'll take that. All right, so we are here at the trade deadline with our best record yet by far, 43-7. #1 in the Eastern Conference. So I guess we had to move on from Julius Randle and maybe RJ Barrett. Unfortunately, though, Mitchell Robinson just broke his ankle. He will be back in time for the playoffs, but that hurts. You know what? When you're 43-7, ain't broke, don't fix it. I think I'm not going to really touch center too much. We're going to see a little bit of Mo Wagner and Hardenstein in the second half of the year. But like I said, Mitchell Robinson will be back for the playoffs. So Wembanyama takes home his second MVP of the video. Chip Wallace, the Steph Curry replacement at the power forward spot, ends up getting Rookie of the Year. Wemby also got Depoy as well. Damon Richardson, oh my god, if you remember him in the beginning of the video, he was a low overall guy, and I was like, I'm not taking him. Well, he ended up developing over time for OKC and is now a 6th man of the year winner. And Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year, as we go 66-16. De'Aaron Fox is in Chicago. That is pretty cool. No Knicks on the All-NBA or defensive or rookie team, sadly. But hey, something better. I'll take it. 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So our leading scorer was Jalen Brunson, followed by Jonathan Kuminga, then Franz Wagner, Matt Booker, Quentin Grimes, and then Emmanuel Quickly. We're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, who do have Giannis and Jimmy Butler and Benedict Mather, and they have an older Rudy Gobert. They got Miles Bridges off the bench as well. We lost game 1. Okay, by 3. Don't do this to me, 2K. Don't make me lose as a 1 seed. We win game 2. There we go by 10 points. Please don't lose this series. We win game 3. Win game 4. All right, please just win in 5. Oh my god, are we going to win in 6? Please don't do this. Oh my god, we're going to a game 7 against the 8 seed. All right, here goes nothing. Game 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, don't do this to me, 2K. I may cry if you beat me here. I'm going to cry. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. All right, we're going to prevail. All right, that was kind of scary. Kuminga goes off for 34-19 in the dub. And now we're taking on Boston. Hey, they beat us plenty of times in this video, so it would be nice to finally beat them. Let's see what happens. Game 1, we take home the victory. Oh my goodness. We blew them out. Everybody was basically in double figures. Hell yeah. Game number 2. Come on, go to the Knicks, damn it. It goes to Boston. They blow us out. Game number 3 goes to the Knicks. All right, it's the Battle of the Gardens. MSG versus TD. We take a 3-1 lead. Thank you very much. Franz with 33, Brunson 24-11. I think he had 7 turnovers there. They stay alive though. Oh my god, by a 1-point overtime win. Mitchell Robinson at 24-10. Tatum with 35. Game number 6. Oh my god, we lost in overtime by 2. Don't do this to me. Don't make me lose 2 overtimes in a row. Oh my god. Lost 2 overtimes in a row. Well, we could have advanced, and we're going to lose this one, aren't we? Please come back in the 4th. Please come back in the 4th. Please, please. Yes! Yes! We just won back-to-back Game 7s to go to the conference finals for the first time in this video. No one said it was going to be easy, and we're taking on Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers, who have a deep roster for sure. Game 1 goes to the Knicks by 23. Kuminga. Well, I'm glad I traded RJ Barrett for you. 50 burger. Game number 2. Boom. Brunson with 33. Game number 3. Okay. They didn't say it was going to be easy, man. Please win game 4. Thank you. All right. Can we not blow a 3-1 lead? I don't want to go to another game 7. Game 5, we win. Let's go. We finally make it to the NBA Finals in this video. Jalen Brunson has been playing phenomenal in the playoffs in his age 31 season, and we're going to be going up against the Houston Rockets, who won it all last year. Game number 1 against the Rockets, we win by 10 points in overtime. All right, Brunson had 42. Sheesh, Jabari Smith at 19. That led the Rockets. We take a Game 2 victory by 13. Brunson with 21. Sean Strickland? Nah, Sebastian Strickland with 21. Game 3 goes to the Rockets. They ended up winning by 14. That's fine because we're going to win Game 4, right? Nope, they end up winning it. All right. Don't tell me they're going to win 3 unanswered. Yes. All right, man. Come on. Let's win the NBA Finals in 6 games. Yes. Yes. We don't have to stress about a Game 7. We finally won the NBA championship. And Jalen Brunson, who's been here from the start, has been our best player from the start, is your finals MVP. So yeah, I guess I could have maybe won a championship earlier, but I didn't want to move Randall and Barrett. I wanted to win with them, but it was never going to happen. I also wanted to win with Tibbs. Also wasn't going to happen. But we kept a lot of the guys from the start of the video. Brunson, Mitch Robb, Quickly, Hart, Grimes, Hardenstein, DiVincenzo 7, McBride 8. That's a solid amount. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the New York Knicks rebuild. Drop a like if you did. Let me know in the comments which team you'd like to see me rebuild next. Like always, I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.